Hello and welcome back to EDUC 407. We're going into week 5 right now. So let's look at our week 5 assignments. We have only 3 this week, so it should hopefully be a little bit of an easier week. Remember, all assignments are due the following Sunday, so in this case on the 25th of September. We are going to meet on campus on the 22nd at 5 o'clock p.m. Again, probably going to keep it short, make sure that everybody's got things turned in, grades are okay. But for the most part, this is going to be kind of a short weekend with some of the stuff. But I do want to let you know what's going on. First of which is you're going to have a book club template. You're going to see that inside Blackboard. You will need a textbook now at this point in order to complete these assignments. If you haven't got it, make sure you get it as soon as possible. You're going to have a hyperdoc, which deals with education blogs and Twitter. And then you're going to have a post about those education blogs and Twitter on Slack. So we'll make sure everything's all set up for you. Looking forward towards the next few weeks, we're going to look at week 6, Google Workspace, group discussions that are going to go along with this book club template, and collaborative storytelling. So there will be something where you guys will have to collaborate in your groups in order to make a story. Again, it's going to be something hopefully pretty fun, but I definitely want to let you guys kind of know about that. So let's go into the actual content itself. Okay, so I'm going to go into Blackboard right here. So you'll see there are 3 things. The first of which is the book club template. So in weeks 6 through 8, so starting next week, we're going to create what is called a project-based learning lesson. And you're going to use the slide deck in order to create everything. And I'm going to show you what that looks like. This week, you're working independently by yourself on this template. But over the next 3 weeks, you're going to be using your group and you're kind of brainstorming back and forth on things to do and how to set up your lesson. So what you're going to need to do for this assignment is to make a copy of the slide deck template. So when you click on it, I think I've got it to where it forces a copy for you. You're going to complete slide number 2. Now you're going to see multiple slides there. Just don't be shocked at that. It's going to kind of lead you over the next couple weeks what to do. So you could work ahead if you want to, but just keep in mind that you're going to have to communicate with your groups in order to kind of bounce ideas off each other. Once you completed the second slide, make sure you submit the link to your template to me so that I can see it. You'll be doing this for the next couple weeks, so yeah, you're going to be submitting the same link over and over. That's no problem, just as long as I can view it, so that way I give you your points. The second thing is the education blogs and Twitter hyperdoc. Again, just like the template, you're going to make a copy of the assignment, or not the assignment, but the document, and you're going to follow directions on the Google Doc to learn about the education blogs and teacher Twitter. There's a few things that I'll show you in just a little bit. And then again, of course, share your link to that document on Blackboard for credit for that part of the assignment. The second part of the assignment, which goes with that, is that you're going to post answers to these 2 questions on Slack in the Slack channel, Learning from Others, and I'll set that up in just a little bit. Thinking about your learning on the hyperdoc, how do education blogs and teacher Twitter help teachers learn from other educators? So using blogs, using Twitter, using these tools to help us learn more ideas. So we're kind of getting into the teacher aspect of it. As a teacher, what could you learn from some of this stuff in order to help you in your teaching practice? And then the second part, how are we able to widen our learning community with these tools? So when I talk about our learning community, you have your learning community in our class. That's one learning community. You're also going to have learning communities with your staff members. You're going to start learning about other people. You might, if you use Twitter or if you have any social media, you might be following certain people. And all of that starts to play into your learning community about bouncing ideas off of each other. So answer both of these questions. Each one should be a separate response in that Slack channel so I could see that you got one in both of them. Okay. Now looking at our book club template. So this is the book club template you're going to see. It's going to say 407 book club. We're not actually reading a book, but just the textbook. We're using it to make our project. So you'll see here that there are multiple slides. So for week 5, which is this week coming up, you're going to read chapters 1 and 2 in the textbook. Once you read those chapters, what I want you to do is go to this Padlet. So you just click on the link there and post about your learning. So that Padlet's going to look like this. What you're going to do is you're going to put a post here. Make sure your name's on it, but then I can see what you've learned from those first 2 chapters about project-based learning. So make sure you have the book. Make sure you read the chapters and then go to Padlet and you're all set. You don't have to actually, now that I think about it, you don't have to share that document with me yet because you do the Padlet, then you're all set. Okay? So just make sure, I know it says there, and I'll probably take it off on the content, and I'll go back to it right here. I know it says submit your link to your template submission box. Actually, now that I think about it, all you need to do is once you make the copy, read, go to Padlet, and that way it's there. That'll be your assignment, and I'll take care of the points from there. I just had to look back on it and say, oh, yeah, that's how you do it. So I will make an adjustment here. Your education blogs and Twitter hyperdoc. That's going to look like this right here. So what you want to do is visit these blogs. So I've got Edutopia, which some of you guys have already seen. Ditch That Textbook, which I think is great. Again, you definitely want to look at that. Cult to Pedagogy, that's another one that's a blog. And then I want you to find something else. Search the internet. You might know people that have blogs or have websites. Look for something else. Find an article. Just in this case, one article, one resource, and one tool from each of these that you could use. Okay. For Twitter, I want you to look at these articles here. These 3 articles. So Twitter for Teachers, Inspiring Educators on Twitter to Follow, and How to Start Your Teacher Twitter. And, again, you should always keep your personal Twitter away from your teacher one. It's good to have separate accounts. But use those in the blogs to help you with the Slack response for this week. So put some notes there, and then use that to help you answer the questions on Slack. Okay, so again, not necessarily a lot to do this week. You do have that reading of the chapters 1 and 2. But again, make sure you're getting everything done. If you are still missing some assignments from weeks 1 through 4, I'm working on the grading tonight. As I'm posting this video, I'm going to be working on the grading. If I find any issues, I will email people individually to take care of it. I'm not looking to take points away, but I am got to make sure that you're getting everything in, and always check your grade. If I make a mistake, and that's very possible, make sure you let me know. I want to give you the right points. Again, everything can be adjusted, so I'm not worried about that. But if you're not turning in stuff, that could be an issue. So please make sure you take care of that. If you have any questions, again, we'll be meeting on Thursday. I know it feels like it's been a long time since we met in person. So just make sure that you meet with me on campus or on Zoom if you are from out of town, and we'll take care of everything. And I look forward to seeing everybody. It's been a while. I look forward to seeing everybody on Thursday.